Hi everybody, welcome to Mother Phoenix Rising. Deidre here.
And I'm Sharon here.
And we're excited this morning. We're going to talk about what you say to yourself first thing in the morning, because that'll set your whole day. And I know that there are times that I've said, holy crap, I'm going to go back to bed. I'm going to go back to sleep.
Yes, that's one of them.
Yeah, we wake up sometimes really tired, sometimes really irritable, other times really happy and excited. We all have different personalities at different times.
And we have different days. You know, the days you have to work, you're like, oh man, you know.
Well,
or not always. Sometimes you're excited to go to work, and some days you're like, oh, okay, I got this, you know. But I usually start my morning with, you know, I'm grateful for another day. It's going to be a beautiful day.
Aren't you glad you just woke up?
Yeah.
You have to wake up.
Absolutely.
Really.
And then I say, I'm going to go kick ass today.
And do you usually do that?
I pretty much do. Yeah, I try to. You know,
Well,
every day's different. You always run into hurdles and things that people throw in your way, and you need to learn to, you know, step around them gently or jump over them, depending on.
Let me ask you something when you're saying that, when people do things to you, maybe they're not doing it to you, maybe you're doing it to yourself.
There's a lot to be said for that. Oh, yeah.
For all of us, I think we anticipate certain things like going to work, or like sometimes I wake up and I work out, 3 to 4 days a week, and I haven't for a while. And I kept thinking, I'm going to get up and, oh my God, my body's going to hurt. I don't want to go. And then when I'm ready and get there, I am so happy that I made it there, because I'm proud of myself for doing it. But there's those little tiny things that we've been taught in our own heads. We've taught ourselves to do that.
Right.
And kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. Or, you're trying to talk yourself out of it. And I think that we could all have a little bit of a better day if we just stay that course of talking ourselves into some of the good things about that day.
Yeah, I know sometimes I'll try to, when you work in the corporate world, they've got a plan.
That's right, I forgot.
Yeah, they have a plan. And me being a business owner at one time, I want to make things easier and make things not easier, but this would be faster and better to do it this way.
Flow better.
So I don't know why I'm trying to recreate the wheel. Because I always end up going, wait, this is not my issue. Why am I trying to make it? So I sometimes have to learn to just go in, get my job done, do the best I can, and have fun doing it. And
I think because we don't understand when I had my business, the more people you have, the more you have to create that ambiance of everybody doing the same thing.
Right.
And it's really hard because we are all different and we're taught differently.
Yeah.
And sometimes trying to teach that person that's a left brain and the person that's a right brain, there's no connection. Mm-hmm. And we need to learn that from even corporate. That's a real problem in corporate America, that they are trying to put everybody in a square box.
Right.
Not in the different places they need to be.
That's true.
So,
and we all learn differently. We all work differently. Yeah.
I think it becomes uncomfortable and you regret, kind of like, oh, wake up and think, I'm going to have to deal with that person today. And then maybe they're thinking the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I love being around people. So for me, it's fun to see different people from all over the country walk through the door and get to chit chat with them.
Well, you're a great communicator and
chatter.
You're a great. You're great with bringing people together, and that's, really good.
My gift.
Yeah, that's your gift. It really is.
So what's the first thing you think when you get out of bed in the morning?
Well, I do think, oh my God, I'm alive. It's so exciting. And then usually I try to go and walk around 6:30 in the morning. And that's one of the things I do meditate first thing in the morning. And I thank, my lucky stars. I thank God. I just find it so amazing that I can look out the window, and again, we're lucky enough to live in Arizona. Some people don't like it here in the summer. I like it all the time.
Yeah.
But the sunsets are beautiful, the sunrises are beautiful. So I wake up in the morning and just look out and think,
can't wait to get outside,
yeah,
like a little kid.
Yeah, well, there's nothing better than being in nature. And I go for a walk. There's a park right by me, and I go for a long walk and I hear the birds singing, and so it puts me in the mood. At the beginning, I'm not in that wonderful mood all the time. There's times I wake up and think, I put my pillow over my head and said, I don't want to get up yet. But you know, it's part of life. We've all thought we have to get up at this time, do this, do this. I just kind of mix it up. If I feel like getting up, I do. If I don't, you know, I won't.
Sometimes I grab a cup of coffee and go
Yeah.
back to bed, but I
Yeah.
always open my sliding glass door so I can just bring nature into me
Right.
for the morning, the birds and the fresh air, and it's so nice, still so nice and crisp in the morning.
Right,
It's
and
so cool. It feels
you
great.
know, for those of us that there's many people that can't go out and they don't have a place to go. Before, when I had a smaller place, I used to just get up and walk around my kitchen table and walk around. My sister does that, and she walks like 300 times around her little counter.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Do what you gotta do.
It's getting that blood flowing and getting your brain so that it now is thinking properly, and you'll get in a better mood just from doing that walking. Even if you're walking with a cup of coffee or whatever.
Or walking and meditating. A lot of times that's a really good way if you're by yourself. Otherwise, I'm yapping
Right.
if I'm with somebody else. But if I'm by myself, you just start thinking of what you want for that day and what you want for your life and the changes you want to make. And
Now, do you usually, and everybody's got a different thought, but for me, I never put more on that little list or thoughts more than 3 things, because I know if I do, I'm putting stress on myself.
Yeah.
Because after I'm done with those 3 things, I could always add more, but I don't want to put much more than that, because then I get this, it's not anxiety, it's kind of like I feel pressure, like life
or you
isn't-
don't feel like you're getting it all done.
Yeah, you just feel that pressure of hurry up, get this done, and then the day goes by and you didn't get to enjoy it.
I've learned to quit beating myself over for having the end of the day
And
come and I
that's-
have a list.
Yeah.
And I think, okay, that's fine. I'll just try to get that done tomorrow. There's always, I always put my priorities at the top, which usually are 2 or 3 things. And then sometimes I'll put 2 or 3 friends that I haven't talked to in a while that I want to reach out and touch and say hi to and just see how they're doing, catch up with. And a
So
lot of
it's joy,
times,
it's joy for you, for
Yes.
that friendship. Yeah.
right. And then if I have any of my kids, I really need to remember to tell them something. I write it down so I don't forget. Why did I call you?
Who are you? Who's on the phone?
That's right. So I love to make lists. I always have, but I used to make them so long that I would be frustrated at the end of the day. But now I've learned to make them in a way that it's more fun.
I think it comes with the age.
Yeah.
It comes with age, realizing, you know what? I'm just thinking that I have to be on that merry-go-round, and I never finish. So,
Well, you know what I like now too is if I hit the middle of my day and I'm off, or if the day comes and I'm not, like any time of the day, and I'm just like, you know what? That list is going to wait till tomorrow. I'll just stick it on the next page of my
that's
calendar, and I'm like, and I don't stress it. So
Yeah,
you've
and
got
well,
to
the thing
learn
is,
to
the
be happy
list,
with what you get
are
done.
you going to die from not finishing the list?
No.
Nobody's going to kill you, unless you kill yourself by overworking yourself. But I think that's what we do. We all do that to ourselves. Nobody's doing it and say, well, my boss is making me this, so-and-so's doing. No, you just have to set your boundaries. There's boundaries that we have to set for ourselves. Other people, you have to be honest with them and say, you know what, I can finish this, I can't do this. And as a matter of fact, that happened to me today. I said, no.
I'm done for the day.
I'm done. These
I'm
3
clocking
hours,
out.
these 2 hours are mine. I'm not going to give them away. And for the other person to get whatever they want it done, they can do it themselves. That's just how I look at it. So I've learned a lot from all the experiences, and like I say, it takes away from your own health.
So take your list with a grain of salt, and if
Yeah.
you need to put it on the next day, don't stress out about it.
Yeah, just lighten
stay
up.
happy. Yeah,
lighten
I
up.
think that's it.
So waking up in the morning, wake up happy and content, and
be
realize the
grateful.
good things. Be
Yeah.
grateful for what you have, and whether it's the smallest or the biggest things. If you have your health number 1,
Yeah, you're in
That's-
good shape.
amazing already, and take it from there. If you don't, start working on your health by going to bed a little earlier. Don't worry about all the crazy stuff, and be thankful every morning that you wake up. Be thankful that you're alive, because there's many people that wish they have had what you have. And it's an amazing time to be alive anyway. So thank you for joining us.
At Mother Phoenix Rising. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.